going on, everyone? James Klug here. How far has radical gender theory gone? Today I'm at a Pride event in Dallas, Texas, and I have a petition here that says children should be allowed to medically transition without parental consent, and if parents try to intervene, they can be jailed. Let's go get some signatures. We're advocating for penalties for those who interfere with minors medically transitioning. Actually, not doctors, but fines and possible imprisonment for failure to comply for the parents.
Why? Why? Why?
Right, so if a parent decides to intervene, there's possible fines and/or imprisonment for failure to comply with allowing for that. So name, signature, email again, and then date. Sure.
We have close friends that are actually leaving the state because of the laws of Texas against transgender.
Do they have a
Yes, two of them.
two of them? Are the parents
But
both on
ours
board with
are-
it, or
oh,
is it
absolutely.
okay? I'm sure you guys have heard that there's a lot of parents that aren't on board with it,
Oh,
and
no.
this is about
Like,
creating
they are
disincentivizing
Lion's heart.
that with
Yeah.
Potential fines,
Yeah.
potential
Yeah.
imprisonment.
You couldn't find better allies.
Right,
honestly.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm an ally.
My son is 25 and they're non-binary. And then my middle child is 19 and she's bi, and so is my 17-year-old. They've raised me. My children have raised me.
That's concerning.
Basically, what we're trying to do is have HB 5599 in Washington State, which allows children under the age of 18 to medically transition without parental consent.
I don't want that.
So you want them to be able to transition
Without
their
their
parents'
parental
permission?
consent.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
I'm a legislator from South Dakota. We just passed HB 1080 to prevent transgender surgeries under the age of 18 in South Dakota.
What do you guys think about the parents that are trying to stop their child from medically transitioning?
Like some parents just need to let their kids live their life.
Right.
Just let them do it young. That's what they have in their brain. That's what they grow up to feel like they want to be. So just let them be what they want to grow up to be.
I'm actually both mad and disappointed.
Well, that's a really tough question. And I'm just trying to be honest with you. I mean, it just seems to me there needs to be some safeguard in there where the kid is also protected. If the kid's just questioning or doesn't understand or doesn't know what they're committing to, is there an adult anywhere in this process?
Well, I'm a parent, and I would say that at a certain age, a child is not responsible enough to make those choices and decisions for themselves.
Finally, some sense out of you.
Without parental consent? No? You don't want to sign it?
No.
I mean, but they're 8 years old though. They know what they.
Their frontal lobe is not fully developed yet.
But if they're 8 years old, like, don't they know what they want though?
I mean, when I was 8, I wanted to be a dinosaur, so I'm not.
I don't know when the last time you guys talked to a 10-year-old, but they know what they want.
Like, I have an
She has
11-year-old.
an 11-year-old.
She identifies right now as transgender. Because I'm like, you can wake up and be whoever you want to be whenever you wake up. And that's fine.
You're wrong.
An 11-year-old knows what they want.
She admits that she's not sure what she wants and how she identifies.
She's not old enough to understand the risk.
But she knows that it's not like everybody else or like anybody else,
Yeah, well, I'm not like the other girls.
and she's got a good supportive friend group that works with that. And,
It's not a cookie cutter that people are trying to shove her into.
right. And that's why we just use everything that's just very fluid because you can change your mind.
Enabler. Enabler, 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 enabler.
We had some guy telling us that 11-year-old, 12-year-old, they don't know what they want. They're 12. They do know what they want, right?
We are so lost. We are so.
I mean, they're like 8 years old though. Like, don't they know what they want?
I'm afraid not.
At 8, I don't think a child knows that they want to say, I want to take this medicine to be this way or transition at 8 years old. Me, myself, personally, I think once they're 18, they have their choice.
Okay, so you disagree though.
I agree to an extent. I feel like for when your body starts to change, so for instance, 13, you start to know like things are off, or when you start to go through puberty, I feel like then that's when a conversation can be had. But for me, 8, I wouldn't be ready. I don't have children, but I wouldn't be ready for my child necessarily to go on, for instance, like hormone blockers at 8. But if you want to wear gender affirming clothing or you want me to buy you this or buy you that, I'm more than happy to do that. but I feel like I should let some time to allow you to develop before we go to that step.
You were this close, and you blew it.
That is a big kind of, woo, you 8 years old, like what you mean? But like, if it was my kid, I would support them. So I support it.
The hormones need to happen early. The earlier, the better.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
How do you guys feel about some of the laws that are taking place when it comes to trans youth, LGBTQ?
My biggest, most recent one that has just had me floored, my son is a student at West Texas A&M, and the president of the university just recently canceled a drag show that was scheduled to be done on campus
As a fundraiser.
as a fundraiser for the Trevor Project. And he said no, and he issued an entire letter and everything to all the students, the faculty, and the staff of the university. He compared drag shows to being, they were comparable to making fun of women like blackface was.
Huh.
I mean, like the comparisons. And so you've got a public university that was saying, you can't do this because of the president's Christian values.
Wow.
Which I think is crazy because I'm a Christian.
Stop the cap.
You guys, thank you so much for signing the petitions. Really appreciate it. Give me fist bumps.
Yeah. Y'all have a great day.
Bye, you guys.
Help me, Jesus! Ah!
I'm sorry, you're trying to do a petition to allow that?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm not interested. I don't agree with that.
You don't agree? Why don't you agree with that?
Because God made you a man or a woman, and if you're struggling with that, you should ask for help. You should try to seek the truth. God doesn't make mistakes. But also, why would you want to hurt yourself or damage yourself?
That was beautiful.
Do you guys know anybody that's trans at all?
My ex-girlfriend, my ex-new girlfriend.
Yeah. Would you mind signing?
Nope.
Why not?
Because I don't think children should be able to transition.
But I mean, like, doesn't like an 8-year-old know what they want, though? You know what I mean?
Nope. You're talking to a homeschool mom of 4. I think I knew what was best for my children, have my children's best interests at heart.
Fair enough. If there are, let's say, 2 counselors that sign off, would you support bypassing the parents?
Yeah, I'd be more comfortable with that. Absolutely. I would. But this idea that a kid can come in and say to somebody, I want to have this surgery, I want to make this change. And it's just like, okay, that's fine. I think the opportunities for those kids to further be exploited is pretty high. I think there have to be some safeguards in it, that's all.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate you being a part of it. You rock. All right, everyone, that is it for today. So I've done a handful of fake petitions, but this one is definitely the most shocking. Let me know what you guys thought about this video down in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe for more videos and hit that bell notification button so you're notified next time we post. I'll catch you guys next time.